What's up, everybody? Brothers, sisters, psychonauts, and seekers of truth. It is Anonka, and welcome to my bazaar. Today, I have a 2CE slash cannabis chirp report for you. The title of this chirp report is A New World, a New Outlook on Life, and was submitted to Earwid in 2012 by the user Super Duper Mario. With all that being said, let our story begin. It's spring break, and my buddies M, L, and F and I are all going out. I'd told them about 2CE a couple months ago, and this night was the night of their first trip. I had tripped about a dozen times prior, so I tried to explain this wonderful journey to them as best as I could, but also telling them that it was best if they find out on their own, and always keep an open mind. Note, this was the first time I'd taken a dose over 20 milligrams. So it's early in the afternoon, and me and my pals are piled into M's van to go pick up the gear. We smoke some high-quality weed on the way there, and we're pretty stoned by the time we get to the guy's house. We pull up in his driveway, and he lifts up the garage door and motions for us to come in. We step in the garage and find it totally fucking fogged out, and the guy and two of his buddies hitting the bong. We are high already, but we can't turn down another smoke session, especially because we're already feeling good and looking forward to later when we trip. So we blaze for another 30 minutes or so, until I remember what we actually came there for. The 2CE. I asked him to measure out 100 milligrams of it, and he carefully dropped 4 liquid 25 milligram hits into 4 separate water bottles. I gave him the money. We shot the shit for a couple more minutes, then said our farewells. Now it's about 4 o'clock, and we are heading back to our friend H's house. Her parents are out of town for a couple days, so she was kind enough to let her place be our designated trip spot. She and our other friend N were also kind enough to be our sitters for the evening. It takes us about an hour to get back to H's house, since we stopped and got food, and since M drives really slow. We finally get there and bring all of our goodies inside. We smoke a few more bowls to prepare for what is about to happen. Then, at around 7 o'clock, it begins. My buddies and I gather around each other, say cheers, and each gulp down 25 milligrams of 2CE. Then we all look at each other for a minute and crack up laughing. This is going to be like nothing you've ever experienced, I say with a huge, stupid grin on my face. So 20 minutes later, we're all just chilling in the living room, listening to music and talking, when I start to feel the first symptoms of the 2CE come up. My muscles in my neck and legs are tightening. My jaw locks, and I have this warm, tingly feeling vibrating throughout my body. Also, this might be just me, but every time I take 2CE, I get the strangest feeling in my stomach. I feel as though my stomach is no longer part of my body. It simply feels like it isn't there anymore. I usually get nauseous, and sometimes I vomit, but not this time. Usually if I vomit, that feeling in my stomach goes away. So when I started to feel the first symptoms, I ask my friends if they are feeling anything. I describe to them what I am feeling, and M and L agree with me, say they are feeling similar effects. F says he feels nothing yet. I say, just wait, man. Just wait. About 50 minutes in, I am really feeling something. I feel like I just smoked an ounce by myself. Super stoned. Colors are vibrant and intense. I have an incredible body high going on, and I can't stop smiling. I've started to see tracers whenever I move my hand around, but nothing too trippy just yet. I look over and I see M rolling around on the carpet like a dog, and everybody cracks up for a good 5 minutes. I was laughing so hard my stomach hurt. It was still in knots, but I had accepted this fact and moved on. I am so glad we all took our hit at the same time, because by now everyone is on the same level. I ask F if he's feeling anything now, and he tried to respond, but no words come out of his mouth. This made me crack up again even harder. By about 8:30, I am in a whole new world. I am glued to the couch, and I found myself in a staring contest with the fireplace. Suddenly, the laws of physics are ignored, and the fireplace is popping out at me in what looks like 7D. I can clearly see the intricate patterns and designs on the fireplace, and begin to deeply admire such craftsmanship. I think, wow, a human being made that. A fucking human being put his time and effort into making this beautiful fireplace for this beautiful home. What a miracle. What a miracle it is to be a human being on this earth. I could have been born a fucking fly and buzzed around for 2 days and then died and never lived again. I could have been born without a conscious mind and emotions and just been a mindless organism searching for food my entire life. But no. I was lucky enough to be born a complex human being with gifts that no other species on this earth, and perhaps this universe, possess. My thoughts are deep and meaningful, like this for what seems like years, until I finally snap out of it. Colorful tracers fill my field of vision. My body feels so fucking good. Any discomfort I felt early in the trip is long gone. What a trip, and it's only just beginning. I look at the clock. An hour has passed. It's 9:30. I realize I'm about to piss my pants. So I quickly hop up to relieve myself. I stumble to the bathroom, accidentally stepping on M, who is still on the ground in his own world. I start peeing, and midstream, I realize there's a fucking cheetah staring directly into my eyes while I'm taking a whiz. No, I wasn't completely hallucinating a cheetah. There was actually a cheetah's head in there for decoration. Anyways, this cheetah is tripping me out. Its eyes are turning from jet black to yellow, and its mouth opens. And it makes this weird, soft moaning sound. I piss as fast as I can because I do not like this menacing cheetah moaning at me. I wash my hands and look in the mirror. God damn, my pupils are huge. They pretty much cover my entire eye. Also, my face looks very strange. It doesn't even look like my own face, rather a stranger's. I ignore this and exit the bathroom stage of my trip. Everyone decides it's time for a smoke, so we go out back to the patio. She has speakers in the back, so we turn on some trippy instrumental music and roll up a fat joint. The weed definitely boosted the intensity of the trip. The music playing on the speakers was flowing through my body, piercing my veins with awesomeness and melting my face like butter on some flapjacks. Everyone was talking and laughing, and voices sound so distorted and echoed. The exhaled smoke looked beautiful as it floated in the air. I started thinking about how cool it was and lucky I was to be surrounded by friends. Just hanging out, relaxing, having a good time on spring break. Ah, I felt so good in this moment. Like all of my problems could be easily fixed if I just made the effort to fix them. That life was simple and easy, and it could be so much worse. These thoughts were so powerful that I had to share them with my good friends around me. I said, "Guys, we are pretty fucking lucky to be sitting here on the patio, looking out at the golf course, smoking a fat one." Everyone nodded in agreement, and F said, "Hell yeah." I close my eyes, smile, and let the music take over. 10:30. We've smoked a couple joints, leaving the rest of the bud for the morning. By now, H and N are inside getting drunk. They said they were tired of being sitters and thought we were okay handling ourselves, which was true. M, being the crazy fool he is, goes inside and takes shots with them. So me, L, and F decide to walk out to the golf course, which is right behind H's house. We lie down beside each other and look up at the sky. It's a clear night. Man, what a breathtaking sight. The sky appears like it's opening up, and I am getting a panoramic view of the universe. I think about how small and insignificant I am, and how my entire life and existence is less than a nanosecond on the universe's timeline. How 1 minute I'm here, the next minute I am gone, never to return again. I start thinking about how everything in this precious life that I take for granted. I think about all the love I receive and take for granted. I say aloud, man, we are so selfish. Our parents love us so much and give us everything. But we go out and break the few rules and expectations they have for us. We ignore the few fucking rules they set for us. And we know in our hearts it's wrong. But we do it anyway. We take their love for granted. And suddenly, out of nowhere, I start to cry. Not sobbing or anything, but tears roll down my cheeks. I look over and L and F are misty-eyed too. M comes out to join us and asks, "Are you guys crying? What happened?" "Nothing, man. Nothing." 12 o'clock. Everyone's starting to come down. H and N are inside, passed out drunk. Us four bros are sitting on the patio in comfortable silence, reflecting on what we just experienced. It seemed like days since we drank the 2C-E, but it had only been 5 hours. I can't speak for my friends, but this trip has been one of the most intense visual and emotional experiences of my life. So much shit seemed to happen within such a short amount of time. I had many realizations about life I won't forget. I discovered hidden truths about the universe and the universe inside me. 2C-E is a very powerful substance, and I don't recommend it for everyone, especially those who suffer from anxiety or paranoia. Things can go way wrong during a 2C-E trip because you are literally in a different reality. Some people can't handle this new world. As for me, there are some uncomfortable moments, but I do my best to go with the flow and take in the trip as it comes. Also, don't trip for the wrong reasons. If you find yourself just wanting to get fucked up, I don't recommend taking 2C-E or any psychedelic substance. The visuals are intense and amazing, but I take 2C-E for the effects it has on my mind and thoughts. 2C-E is a powerful tool I use to experience a whole new world. All right, everyone. That is the end of our story. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Share with us your 2CE experiences down in the comments below. Check out the other videos and playlists on my channel, and I will see you in the next one, fam. Deuces.